Hi guys, it's Evelyn. Welcome back. And yes, today I am in my kitchen, wise guys. For those of you who left a lot of comments on my previous video, I was joking about the kitchen because I always have to specify where I am. And there's a reason for that, but thank you for those comments. I got a good laugh. I don't get offended. I have a good sense of humor and I love to joke about stuff. Today I am making a Jerusalem salad. Did I already say that? I may have, I don't know. I won't find out till I go back and edit this video. And if I did, I'm just really lazy to edit, so you'll hear it twice that I'm making a Jerusalem salad, and if that was the third time, then oh well. Just in case you have bad memory like me, sometimes, not always, you'll know where you're at. These are very simple ingredients. It is an excellent salad when you are dieting because when you're hungry, you don't want something difficult to make, and this really does hold up. I love the recipes that I make because most of them hold up in the refrigerator for at least a good 4 or 5 days, sometimes even a week. I mean, some things that sit longer absorb the flavor, like the bean salad. I will be making that very soon, probably next. They sit really well and they hold up in the refrigerator. Well, I don't think they just sit around hanging out, you know, but they do hold up really well in the refrigerator. They don't wilt and get gross. Yeah, but eat them within that week. This is something that you make a nice batch, like a good sized batch, and you can always go to it when you're hungry before your meals. You can have a few spoonfuls of that, a glass of water, and it is awesome. So I will get started. In all my recipes, aside from give or take a handful of them. I mean, this isn't a baking show, this is a cooking show down here right now. You will never see me use precise measurements. Everything is to your liking. If you have a little parsley, you use a little parsley. I like a lot of parsley. I have more over there, but that's for a different recipe sometime this week. I like to prep my stuff, wash them really well, and I like to prep things ahead of time. Everything is washed. I left them, you know, in the refrigerator overnight. The parsley I wrap in paper towels, clean paper towels, just in case, you know, you're going to reach out for dirty ones. You know, I have to let you guys know. And they're nice and dry, but they're clean and they're ready. So that way, if you have a lot going on the next day, everything's prepped. You just have to dice it. And can I please just gripe a little bit? I want to vent. These tomatoes are not organic. I like using everything organic, as much as I can get my hands on organic. Sometimes they're not available if I'm not close to the stores that I usually go to. Can you grocery people please stop shellacking these with oil, because if you guys are using pesticides, then you coat it, and then I have a hard time cleaning them, and it's annoying. So please, if you can do everybody a favor, don't put oil or whatever you're greasing these vegetables with. You know, nobody cares if you're trying to make them pretty. When I see them greasy, I walk away. I can't stand it because that's more work for me. Also, another thing, you guys are like drooling to see the salad recipe, aren't you? But I want to just vent a little bit. If you cannot get organic, please, I've read a lot of places where if you take just the cheapest white vinegar, I get those large gallons, usually here in Chicago, $1.75, $1.50 on sale. Sometimes once in a blue moon, you'll get them for $1.25, but they're huge gallons. I fill a massive bowl when I'm doing like grocery shopping. If I'm cleaning a bunch of fruits and vegetables, I get a white linen cloth, I put paper towels on them, and I just wipe everything down with vinegar. I put it in the bowl and I scrub all my vegetables down. And this is the Middle Eastern in me, and sometimes Italian and sometimes Greek, I don't know. Us foreigners, you know how we are. We talk with our hands and feet if it's possible. So yeah, wash your fruits and vegetables with vinegar. Things like parsley, berries, just keep them in there for a good 30 seconds. You don't want them to wilt because the acid will eat away at them, so don't do that. Just rinse them really well and then dump them in a colander or another clean bowl. Don't waste the vinegar in your bowl. Use the things that are like less messy. The ones with heavy skins I do last. The berries, I like to refresh the vinegar and water. I use a ratio of maybe 75 to 85 vinegar and the rest cold water. so that way I have more in there. When I use thick skin stuff, I use those for, leave those for last, and you know, just make sure you rinse off everything really well. I don't know if it works, it just gives me some peace of mind when I can't get my organics, although I do that same thing. I said I do the same with organic stuff, because then people are at the stores. I'm a huge germaphobe. Oh my gosh, this is turning into a different show. I'm a huge germaphobe. I've seen people hacking on their hand and touching things. I've seen a man pick his anyways and touch tomatoes. It's nauseating. Don't do that in public, people. It's disgusting. I'm going on a terrible rant. This is Jerusalem salad. I will start making it right now, because if I don't stop, I'm gonna just keep going on and on. This will be a 20-minute salad when I told you it's easy, and it's so easy. So I have parsley. Let me show you what I have first. I have parsley, any kind of tomato. These are Persian cucumbers, absolutely delicious. If you have these, throw these, wash them, put them in a Ziploc bag. These are amazing to snack on. These are supposedly considered, cucumbers are considered a 0-calorie vegetable. So yeah, scallions, tahini sauce, lemon, fresh lemon. Oh, please don't use the other stuff. If you do, I'm not trying to offend you. It's just nasty. Salt, pepper, and I like using cayenne in everything. It helps stimulate and kind of gets things moving. So anyways, these are just a rough chop. You're gonna, well, I don't know how many cups this is, but I'm gonna make a mess here. Just give these a good rough chop. Bye, Charlie. Oh, this dog is so broken. If you guys have a good dog psychologist, please, my dog on Xanax, that's weird. Anytime I'm in the kitchen and he hears any kind of chopping, he is paranoid and he will basically fly out of here. I don't know. Maybe sometime in his previous life he's been tortured with a knife. I don't know. Anyways, here goes the parsley. Again, this is just a rough chop. Am I gonna make it, or am I gonna make a mess? Knowing me, let's move this over. I will make a mess. I'm not a sloppy cook. I'm really weird in my kitchen. Everything I make, I have to clean it up right away. I don't like building up a mess. I don't like that. So we're gonna take a few cucumbers. Have a bowl or something near you so that way you can just dump everything in there. I got another knife for this. I should just use this, it's easier. These knives are better for dicing, and these are better for chopping. You know, it's so funny, I'm eating my words now because these are such easy recipes. I told you guys I don't want to be in here chopping for long, but the thing is, if I don't, again, you're gonna just see the very end. I will probably not show you the 100 cucumbers that I'm gonna cut. A little exaggeration, not 100, maybe like 10. I'll just do a few, and the rest, I will tell you how much I used. It doesn't matter, you can use however much you want. I already did 3, and I think 4 is good for me. That's one thing, I don't know, in my salads, I'm not a big tomato eater. I don't know why. I don't hate tomatoes. You saw I made the shakshuka recipe, and that, I love the tomatoes in there, but in my salads, not so much. I like it in the salad. I just don't need to be like going crazy and having a whole bunch. So I used about 9 Persian cucumbers, a bunch of parsley, not like a bunch as in a lot, just like one bunch. And here's scallions. Usually I use an entire bunch, but I used the stem part for, what did I use it for yesterday? Oh my gosh. Oh, I made my husband curry Thai noodles with stir-fry vegetable, and I used the stems for garnishing. And the rest of this, again, if you have it, that's excellent. You don't have to use exact measurements. It'll be enough to add that flavor in there. And that's basically it. So we have parsley, Persian cucumbers, tomatoes. Make sure your tomatoes are nice and firm. You don't want them mushy, and especially if you're wanting them for a while in your refrigerator, You don't want them getting gross. So now I'm gonna put this here real quick. I don't know if I want to, now, I also have red onions. I think because I have it handy and I didn't have a lot of scallions, I think I'm just gonna cut just a little bit. And you see how easy it is just to add things to it. But as long as, I mean, it's an onion, you don't want to add other things. Then you take away from what this recipe is. Just use an onion. I don't really care what color it is. It actually looks pretty when you have it in there. Just give it a rough chop. Everything you do, just make sure it's bite size. You don't want a big chunk of onion in your mouth. Just give it a rough chop. And the cucumbers, everything, were all like bite size. I think that's good enough. So I just use the little scallions. Usually I just use scallions, but again, this is not gonna hurt anything. Okay, so I'm gonna wash my hands real quick and I will come back. So this is what it looks like, and this is tahini paste. I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of this. Yes, the more you use, the better it is. But I have to tell you, even though tahini paste is extremely healthy, actually because this is gonna be for the week and it's not just me eating it, I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of this tahini sauce or paste. Salt and pepper, again, this is to your taste. Do a little at a time. Black pepper, I use a ton of black pepper. Again, this is so good too. That's probably 2 teaspoons. And cayenne pepper for a little kick. Not that the black pepper won't. And I like to give that a stir, just a little bit. I like to stir in the seasonings on top, just a little bit, before I, stir the entire bowl, because sometimes when you do that, you take a clump down with your spoon. Fresh lemon juice. This, you can be as generous as you want. I like it very lemony, and that is something that I really enjoy about this salad. Again, usually if I wasn't watching what I was eating, I would drown this with tahini sauce paste. I think it's more of a paste. And you can still taste it because it's so rich and thick and nutty. A little goes a long way. All right, I'm gonna put some in my bowl. And hopefully you guys will make this and like it. So guys, this is Jerusalem salad. I really hope you guys try it. And if you guys do, please let me know. I'm always so happy to hear about, if you guys like these recipes. It just encourages me to make some more. Anyways, this is very light, refreshing, but it has a nice nuttiness from the tahini paste. It's very refreshing from the lemon and then the seasoning and all the cucumbers, just nice and crisp. I'm gonna go on to all the details with everything that's in here, and you don't need to know that. And this is my, why do I laugh every time? Oh my gosh, a couple of you guys let me know that you guys hate the food face, and I really do. This is absolutely delicious. I can't begin to describe the flavors in here. You would think that this is just a typical salad. The tahini paste and the lemon adds something so amazing to it. It brings a regular salad to a different level. It just wakes it up. If you have never tried this, I hope you do. You're not gonna like everything I make, but maybe you might surprise yourself. I may be shocked. I don't know. My food's delicious. I enjoy it. I'm gonna say it's delicious because it's my food. I love my food. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go because I want to eat this. It's calling my name. It's calling my name. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you guys in Friday's away, and I hope I do good. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.